positive reactions.
So first of all, I'm going to ask a bunch of questions, but then I'm going to open it up to you guys. So if you are thinking about anything or think about it now. So I guess we'll do the basic thing first, which is how did this project come together?
Well, it actually started with Jason over here. We were not involved at the very beginning of it. Jason, how did it come together?
Well, it was something that was brought over to me to act, produce, and direct, and we worked with the writer, and then another writer, and another writer, and tried to develop it over a number of years, and then it kind of got, marched its way down the field, and we're like, well, it's still, lacking a lot, and we started kicking around ideas for like, who could really close this? Let's stop dicking around with writers that just can't get it done. And then we, like, well, John and Jonathan would be amazing for this, and I think the word was like, yeah, but they really just want to direct stuff that they write nowadays. I'm like, well, I don't blame them. I said, well, if we could get them to write this, I'll just do the acting and producing stuff. And they said yes, and it was like the greatest yes ever. And so I just tried to be a good soldier as an actor and as a producer, and try to support. And then they're going to tell you how it felt.
Incredible soldier.
He's a terrific soldier, guys.
He's the best soldier.
I baited them into that.
He's the best.
Yeah, so then we became involved, and we started thinking about who to fill the rest of our cast with, and Rachel McAdams was always part of the conversation. We loved her.
Isn't it weird that they haven't worked together before? Like, you see it and it's like, of course.
Other than
We
State of
should
Play.
Tiny bit
Yeah,
on
State of Play, but that was like one scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
So, and we loved, what drew us to the project besides Jason's involvement was the opportunity to do a comedy that wasn't just a comedy, but to do something that had thriller aspects and suspense to it, and to shoot it in a way that looked and felt as much like a thriller as a comedy.
And so we kept that in mind as we were casting, and tried to get as many great dramatic actors as we could. Jesse Plemons, the guy kills it, and he's fantastic in the movie, and we were surprised by how willing the studio was to roll with that choice, because he isn't the first person you think of.
Can I ask you a question about that? We've never talked about this, because Jesse didn't audition, right? I mean, you wouldn't ask him to audition. The guy knows what he's doing. So the first time any of us saw what he was going to do with that character was on the first day of shooting, and 20 minutes before you're rolling film, you go in there, you say, okay, let's rehearse the scene, and that's where you see his take on this character, which, if you can imagine, the dialogue is written and there's a brief description about the character, but you don't know what an actor's going to do. That's what auditioning's for. Were you at all taken aback at all? I mean, that's a very specific take on that character. Did you guys huddle? Because we didn't huddle at all, but did you guys go off the floor like, oh shit,
No,
what are we going to do? I mean, obviously it was
we
amazing.
couldn't have asked for more. It was better than we had dreamed of,
But there's no way you could have imagined that was going to be the take, and that's part of the director's talent, is to get on board with what an actor's going to do. It's never going to be what you thought.
Right. There were multiple iterations, I think, of that character as we were writing it, and we kind of fell into the hyper-articulate, incredibly boring, but somehow charming, anti-hero.
And we always knew we wanted to be constantly dialing in on him, regardless. Even if it was the most boring thing in the world, we wanted to treat it like it was really important.
We made a conscious decision never to use music to kind of inform the audience that they should feel weirded out by him. So instead we have cicadas that we just amp up, every time we see him. But yeah, he's fucking great.
He's fantastic.